Hello race fans, I'm Wylie Wade and this is Wylie's Race Report. Hello race fans, I'm Wylie Wade and this is Wylie's Race Report. We're going to look back at Turkey Night number 1 back on November 27, 2020 at Antioch Speedway, where we had the hard tops, the J's Mobile Welding Hobby Stocks, the wingless sprint cars, and the wing sprint cars all in action. But first, want to remind you, coming up, first race of 2021 is coming up on January 2nd. That's right, second day of the year. We're going racing at Antioch Speedway. You don't want to miss it. We're going to have the IMCA Modifieds, IMCA Sport Modifieds, the J's Mobile Welding Hobby Stocks, and the IMCA Stock Cars all in action on January 2nd, 2021. Race season about to begin in a little more than 2 weeks from right now. Taking a look back on the 27th of November, it was Turkey Night number 1, and we had the hard tops. Joel Hannigan driving a number 16 out of San Jose, California, took home the win. Here's what he had to say in Victory Lane. Joel Hannigan.
Thank you, man.
Good job, baby.
Joel Hannigan, winner of tonight's hard top event. Man, that was a dominating win. No one could touch you tonight.
The car felt really good. Track was good. Temperature was good. We had a little temperature problem the last time, and Doug fixed it. It was a fun race.
What was the hardest thing you had to do tonight besides just lap traffic?
Yeah, if you missed the line, there was some greasy spots. So in that one groove was definitely the fastest way around. The other, the car was pushing a little bit out of that, but it's part of the fun.
So you got a nice looking hot rod here. As I was saying up there, it reminds me of Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, for sure. It is same car, same year, 34 Ford. It's I love this car. It's really cool.
So what is it about this car? What do you like about it so much?
It's kind of a conventional car. It's a leaf spring rear end. It's kind of simple car. There's not a lot of big changes you can do. So it's real consistent. You have a real good handling car and it's easy to adapt to.
All right, Joel Hannigan, winner of tonight's hard top main event. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next up, we had the J's Mobile Welding Hobby Stocks on the racetrack. Les Friend took home the win. He's out of Galt, California, driving the 42F. Here's what he had to say. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, climbing out, Les Friend.
Yeah! Woo!
Come on out front here and get a good view of you. You got a little bit of damage on your right front there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on the 21. I was getting pushed from the 78 from the back, and then the 21 was just plowing, and I was like stuck, and finally we let loose, and I was able to turn left and go. So lucky this thing held together. It's amazing. I didn't think I had anything but that 78 car. He was fast. He pushed me all the way down the straightaways, going in the turn. He was very fast, but it's a little 350, stock 350. I'll tell you what, this car handles like a dream. Drives beautiful.
Let's say you were able to hold him off in the corners. He was able to get there, but just couldn't get underneath and make a move until you got into traffic.
I tell you what, I learned the 78s. Last time I was here when I won the main event, I watched the video afterwards. The guy came all the way from the back on the last lap, and he darn near passed me. So I kind of took his line away. That's why he was doing all the pushing. So I figured him out. You know what I mean? I was getting tired of getting bumped in the back, but I know what he was trying to do, get me upset, but it was all good. It's all good. I got many years of racing, so I know how to handle a car.
Well, a couple more laps, he would have been on your back door again. After getting penalized, sent to the back, he was right there. So
I know he was coming from the back. I'd like to have the engine that he has in that car in this car, because no one would touch me then.
So you just won $100 extra of your own money.
Yeah, imagine that. But I didn't come out here expecting to win. You know what? These guys, they put on a hell of a show. These hobby stocks, and I threw an extra $100 out there. I didn't know I was going to win. I knew I was going to be up top, but you know what? To win my money back, that's great. You know what? I'll give it to tomorrow night's race.
All right, Les Friend, thank you very much for that. That's great. A lot of fun out there, huh?
Yeah, I just want to thank all my friends, my family, that makes this possible. Without my crew coming out here tonight and helping me, they're definitely going to get up early and do some work for tomorrow to get ready for tomorrow night. But I'm I'm also going to be driving a sport mod too, so I'm going to do double duty tomorrow.
Double duty tomorrow night? All right, so what'd you learn tonight that you can put to tomorrow night? Anything?
I'll tell you what, chatting him with this track is phenomenal, dude. I ran Vegas a couple weeks ago, and that was a tough track. This track, I mean, this is hooked up. You can run the bottom, I can run the top. I mean, they've done amazing, amazing things with this track. I look forward to running here this next coming up year for points, If not one car, both of them, you know what I mean? So I'm excited. They did a hell of a job.
Unofficially, I clocked you at over 81.5 miles an hour average around this racetrack in a hobby stock.
I don't know what an average hobby stock runs around here, but the car drives like a dream. I mean, I couldn't do anything to upset it. I was a little nervous when I looked out the windshield and I seen that fender popping up and that red flag come out. I'm like, oh crap. Bob Oliver built a hell of a carburetor too. I got a new carburetor come Tuesday. Ordered one last week. He said I'll get it to you so you have it here to race this week. So we put a new carburetor on there. I'll tell you what, Bob Oliver, you built a hell of a carburetor.
Let's run winner of tonight's Jay's Mobile Welding Hobby Stocks. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, everybody.
Shawn Jones, driving the number 14 wingless sprint car, took home the win. He's out of San Jose, California. Here's what he had to say in Victory Lane. Woo! Shawn Jones! Come on out front here so they can see in front of the race car here. Hey, I saw you out here last week, but different race car. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, this is the second time I drove this thing, and the thing is just fast. We're having a little bit of a motor issue with low-end RPM, so sometimes it would kind of die on me if I had to get on the brakes hard. But once I was out front, I could keep it kind of lit up there and just kind of pray that DJ didn't find something better than I did.
Was that part of the reason you're running the high side, is to keep that engine wound up?
That was a lot of it, yeah. And lap traffic didn't seem to want to run up there, so it was easier to kind of get in there and then cross them over and see if I can get underneath them. But yeah, it was a crazy race. I don't know how close DJ was, but I feel like he's always breathing down my neck.
He was trying to get there. That last restart, though, you got off through the center of 1 and 2 and off 2 a lot better and gained about 5 to 7 car lengths in that initial on that last restart.
Yeah, that was probably what I needed to do, because 3 and 4 I wasn't really sure what to do over there. So I was just hoping that what I was doing was working. I kind of screwed up over there and nobody passed me, so I thought maybe I had a big enough cushion that I was running a decent pace. So yeah, it's something, it was DJ's turn last week and now it's my turn. So
how hard is it to get in a race car you don't normally drive and then come out and do something like this tonight?
They're fairly similar, but there's a little bit, it's kind of discomfort for a while until you get really going, and I feel like I'm going pretty good at this thing now, and hopefully we can do a lot more races together.
All right, Shawn Jones, winner of tonight's wingless sprint car main event. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
And wrapping up the 2020 season for the sprint cars, it was Justin Cox out of Sacramento, California in a 31C taking home the win for the wing sprint cars. Here's what he had to say in Victory Lane. Justin Cox taking home the win here tonight in the Wing 360 sprint car main event. Man, what you got out front? You didn't have any troubles?
Yeah, I made an oopsie there on lap 4, and there's not a lot of cars, so you got to be patient and get back up there. It's nice to get back to Antioch. It's been a while, and I love to see the changes with the new promoter. It's awesome here. Hopefully we can get some bigger races here next year. I think it'd be awesome. It lifted up. I haven't seen this place with a curve in a long time, so that was really cool, and just a good way to end the season. Had some fun with my family, and glad we came.
How was it? You were running most of the night on the 3 and 4 turns up on the cushion, a little lower in the other end of the racetrack.
Yeah, the outside I spun out off 2 at the beginning. I just didn't want to go back up there. It felt my car just wasn't set up for it. And then over there in 3 and 4 kind of had a little curb, something I'm more used to, so I can lean on. And yeah, Rodney had this thing hooked up. We've only ran together a few times this year, so it's nice to get back in the family car and pick off a win to go into the off season.
Any troubles tonight getting around anybody else once you got through that spin?
Joey would have been tough. He really wants to win. He's just young, and I think he just pulled the trigger a little too early and made a mistake. That's just part of it. So other than that, I'm not gonna say it was easy. No sprint car race is easy. So I think we just had a really good car, and I feel like I'm a pretty solid driver. So it just all worked out perfectly.
All right, congratulations, Justin Cox taking home the win tonight.
Thank you.
Congratulations to our winners on Turkey Night number 1, November 27, 2020, with Joel Hannigan with the Hardtops win, Les Friend in the Jay's Mobile Welding Hobby Stocks, Shawn Jones for the wingless sprint cars, and Justin Cox in the wing sprint cars. So don't forget, we have our 2021 season kickoff on January 2nd, 2021 with the IMCA Modifieds, IMCA Sport Modifieds, Jay's Mobile Welding Hobby Stocks, and the IMCA Stock Cars all in action on the 2nd of January. Keep an eye on the website at www.antiochspeedway.com for the official start time and all the information, but the only place to see it is on Antioch Speedway TV. That's going to do it for this episode of Wylie's Race Report. Until next time, where we will cover Turkey Night number 2, I'm Wylie Wade. Goodbye, everybody. They did a double duty. Number 14 took home the win in the it's freaking cold out here. The win in the wingless sprint car series. I'm gonna get this one right yet. I swear to